90% of South Africans do not save enough for retirement. This is an article from News 24 in July 2023. I personally want to be part of the 10%. Have you started saving for your retirement? Are you consistent or inconsistent with your saving for retirement? Retirement age will eventually catch up with us, and we need to find a balance with this percentage. So how are we going to do that? I discovered a tax-free savings account, and I thought it could be an answer for us to balance this percentage. Maybe once we understand it, we should be able to use it correctly. Hi, my name is Siphelele. Welcome to the channel. Please do make yourself feel at home by subscribing. We do though have one house rule. I'm not a financial advisor, and any information that I'm sharing does not constitute to be financial advice. I'm only sharing my personal financial experiences and those of the people around me as we move along in life. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what is a tax-free savings account, how does it work, who is allowed to use it, where can I save that money, and how do I benefit from it. So a tax-free savings account is a form of savings or investment account that was introduced by the South African government in 2015 to motivate South Africans to save for retirement without having to pay tax on that form of savings. How does this tax-free savings account work? So a tax-free savings account, you are allowed to contribute 36,000 Rand per tax year. A tax year in South Africa is from the 1st of March to the 28th of February of the following year. You have a lifetime contribution of 500,000 in the savings plan. If you exceed more than 36,000 per tax year, you can be taxed up to 40% on that exceeded amount. You can have multiple tax-free savings account. You can have one with institution A, maybe in a form of a unit trust with an amount of 18,000, and you can have another one maybe in a form of a fixed deposit with institution B, also with an amount of 18,000 Rand. The moral here is that the combined amount on your tax-free savings account for that tax year must amount to 36,000 Rand. You can contribute a lump sum of 36,000 Rand per tax year, or you can divide that 36,000 Rand over a period of 12 months. That means you can contribute 3,000 Rand each month for a period of 12 months to amount to 36,000. Please take careful note of what I'm about to say. You can withdraw from the tax-free savings account. However, if you withdraw any money from your tax-free savings account, you are not allowed to pay it back. What do I mean by this? If you have saved an amount of 20,000 Rand in that account, and you withdraw out 10,000 Rand, you would have been left with 16,000 to contribute in that tax year to make 36,000. If now you have the amount of 26,000 Rand, that is the 16,000 that is still left, and the 10,000 that you have used, but you have summed up the money and combined it to pay it back, you can only be allowed to pay back the 16,000 because the 10,000 Rand be regarded as a new contribution. This also means that you have reduced your lifetime amount from 500,000 to 490,000. Please, I am begging you, do not treat your tax-free savings account as an emergency fund or a sinking fund. This is for your retirement. Actually, I do have a video about a sinking fund that I will link up on the cards. It should be able to assist you in understanding what is a sinking fund and how can you use it. If what I'm saying so far is starting to make sense, please hit that like button on this video. You can move your money from your tax-free savings account from one institution to another one. Do not withdraw the money from institution A with the intention of putting it into institution B. Rather, ask institution A to move the money for you into institution B because that would contribute towards your lifetime and also in that contribution for the financial year. So who is allowed to use this tax-free savings account? You as an adult, you are allowed to use the tax-free savings account. You can also have one for your children. Yes, you can. However, you need to know that you are contributing towards their lifetime tax-free savings account. So let's say you start at the age of 7. You should have about 14 years to save the 500,000 for their lifetime. Hopefully with the intention at the age of 21, you want to give them the money. We hope that you are not going to give them that money with the intention that they must buy themselves a new car. Yes, you can do that, but it will dent their lifetime contribution when they are adults and they can be able to make their own financial decisions, because you have already contributed for them in the past 14 years. Now we are really warming up to this video, and I think it's time that you hit that subscribe button. So where can I save this money? These are your options to save. You can use exchange trade funds, unit trust, retail savings bonds, fixed deposits, and savings accounts. Retail savings bonds, savings accounts, and fixed deposits, they give you an average contribution in terms of interest, which means you won't be benefiting enough because you will not be maximizing for this benefit. Unit trusts, they become a little better. However, they do come at a high cost because they are managed by asset managers. You are now left with exchange trade funds. You get capital gains and interest over a long period of time, and they do also become quite aggressive over a long period of time. When you are choosing your savings option, please do your own due diligence and research according to your financial needs and your risk appetite. So how do I benefit from this? It's a tax-free savings account. The capital gains and interest that you earn from any of the options you would have chosen, you are not going to be taxed on the amount that you have contributed and the interest or capital gains that you have earned. Imagine you get taxed on the food that you buy from the store, and this one time the government is giving you an opportunity not to pay tax on a long period of a saving. This is the real benefit, to not pay tax. There's two things that are guaranteed in life. It's death and tax. And this one time, you don't have to pay tax. I know it is not easy to save 3,000 Rand every month when you have to pay debt and living expenses at the same time. But we have to start somewhere. If you do have the opportunity to start saving, start now. Commit. Don't take that money out of that tax-free savings account, and don't look back. 14 years moves very quickly. If you have enjoyed this video, I know you've already liked and you've already subscribed. You're only left with sharing it with your friends and family, because this is a game changer. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope to catch you on the next one. Wait, before you hit that stop button, how about we change this name from tax-free savings account and say it's a tax-free investment? Maybe we'll be able to respect it and use it correctly and wisely and save that money for retirement. Hope to catch you on the next one.